What's going on, guys? Another weekly challenge here. This one is going to be Wave 7, which is always nice, a little earlier. Just looking at our fighters, this is a pretty rough wave for us with what we have. It depends on, I guess, the cat stacks, right? Only leak 36%, so we have some potential here to really push this value up. The thing I'm looking at right away is we have a lot of polywogs, which aren't very good on 7. So there's always then that room to get you farther. But it's going to be close. Okay, so let's just get all of our units down.
Hello.
I want to see what we got for value that we can put into the cat. We'll reorganize here in a moment. Oh, and it's a Sarah. Oh, why? This being a devilfish would have made such a difference. Oh, that's so sorry. That's so sad. That being a devilfish would have made literally the world of difference. Okay, so I can have him 7 stack, and I've got all these extras. Okay, so let's reorganize. I'm gonna place these Daphne and the other units all the way at the very front. And then I'm going to look at, okay, that's there. I'm going to place my cat just a little farther forward. I'm going to have the warg on the split side. Place this unit on the split. And then have a little bit of a lead going back behind. Ish. Let's see what we get. This is how I would build this normal-ishly. So this is kind of good. The Daphne's taking a lot of aggro, though, maybe a little bit too much. Yeah, I think the Daphne's going to take too much aggro here. So the thing we're going to have to try to figure out is how we can get, like, the Daphne to take some aggro, but not full. Because we do not want the Daphne to take too much shot there. The lizards are actually a really strong send into this. For the sole reason that lizards just nuke Swift and Arcane. Okay, so let's try something a little different here.
Hello.
Let's try having this a little higher up, maybe? In terms of our split. Get some more aggro off of our Daphne a little earlier. So we'll pull most of it now to the right. That looks a little better. Does this even hold wave 6? Yeah. So the Seraphim on 6 is what really makes this pretty doable for 6.
Hello.
Right? Devilfish Seraphim are really strong. So this is now we're getting a little bit better split tanking here. The Daphne was getting some aggro, not a whole lot, but some. Man, this looks like a hold to me. But maybe not. No, not enough.
Hello.
We're going to leak just a lizard or two. I think a little bit better aggro on the target, and we hold this full at this point. Yeah, this makes sense. So at this point, you could basically just go, okay, let's kill a couple of the split. Or actually probably the Seraphim at this point. The biggest thing you could probably get rid of. Give you a good push over the top. Yeah, so the cat taking aggro versus not, like a lot of aggro versus not very much, I think is going to be the biggest difference here. If the cat takes too much aggro and doesn't get enough heals off, you're going to leak a lot. If the cat gets a couple heals off early here and gets good aggro, you're looking pretty solid. Like those hits there where it's getting the heals make the world of difference. Daphne, I think in this situation is not taking enough aggro. So I'm going to try switching things up a little bit here. Place the cat actually on split side. For one simple reason. I think if the warg can take some of the lizard shots without dying, and the cat tanks the split and only maybe 1 or 2 lizards, we might be in a better position. Okay, everything's still going too hard on the cat, I think. But the warg's staying alive, so is that extra DPS going to be helpful? That's kind of my thought process on why I'm doing that, how I'm doing this all right now. Cat took too much aggro here. Cat took too much aggro, not enough on the other units. So maybe what if we go like this? And it could be one of those things that I'm overthinking it a little too quick already. And I actually had it fine. Yeah, Daphne had not enough aggro, and then the cat took too much. There we go. So the warg's taking some of the... Oh, this is actually beautiful for me. The warg's taking a lot of the aggro of the lizards right now, which is kind of perfect. The lizards are all on the cat now, but there's still a couple blobs on the Daphne, so we're sitting in a better spot. So I'm not getting any healing hits off, which is kind of a problem. So I think this is probably more along the lines of possible. If we really wanted to get the 100 real quick, I think we just go like this. Drop this here, and then I think that with this aggro and this split, that would hold, and we'll get 100. You notice how much longer the wave's sitting there in the split. So that's really, I think, all the difference in the world. This time again, warg's taking good aggro for us. Is Daphne taking any shots right now? No. It's a little problematic. But I think it's still okay. I notice how much longer the split took. Therefore, like, the cat and the Daphne are both a lot more healthy. Yeah, there we go. There's our 100. I think what theoretically you could do now is just take some of these like extra ones away, right? And that's how they're getting that 175. I think you take some of these extra ones away, and you can get a pretty nice split, long split, and you can kind of go from there. I'd even say this is going to give us a pretty good 145-ish. Yeah, 145 is complete without T1s, yeah. I think there's a way you can do this pretty easily, one way or another. Like, here. What you probably would do in that situation, then, is you probably have, like, cat on the split on the right. Or, excuse me, warg on the right. Somewhere like 2.5 up. Something like this, to this effect, probably be what you're doing. I think you'd actually be better off doing a Seraphim here and not the warg. Though, just because the Seraphim's going to tank, I think, more effectively. But, you know, the general consensus is still there. You still get the 100. I gave you guys the baseline to get to the 100. And I think after that, it's all kind of up to you guys on how you want to optimize it. The cat is your main DPS source, though, here, Cat and Daphne. You need them both to split tank in some way if you want to hold it. This will give you the 100. So if you just want the weekly 100, which is basically all I'm doing, is just going for the weekly 100, this is the way to do it. Quickly, easily, it will work every time. You're creating a long split. The lizards and everything are attacking the right-hand side, delaying for forever, allowing your stuff to go over here. If you wanted to do probably into the 130s, 140s, 150s, whatever, you just slowly delete a poly here, a poly here, a poly here, etc. And or even just like poly here, here, here. That'll give you what, 145, and you can kind of go from there. The important thing is Daphne needs to take some split damage right away and then continue to, I think if you optimize this more, get the Daphne to aggro one lizard, and I think you'd have a better chance because that one lizard's not going to be able to fully DPS down Daphne alone. But there's a little bit more potential there, right? I think that kind of does it for this video, though. If you guys enjoy this type of content, please check out my Twitch channel. Otherwise, like and subscribe. I will catch you guys next time. Peace.